Hello everyone, this video is regarding JEE Mains past year questions on quadratic equations and inequations part 3. So the first question of this video is, if the difference between the roots of the quadratic equation x square plus ax plus 1 is equal to 0 is less than root 5, then the set of all possible values of a is options are 3 comma infinity, minus infinity comma minus 3, minus 3 comma 3, minus 3 comma infinity. So the first question is x square plus ax plus 1 is equal to 0. So the difference between the roots is alpha minus beta, which is alpha plus beta value is minus a, alpha beta value is 1. So alpha minus beta value is root of alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta. So what you'll get, a square minus 4. What they said, root of a square minus 4 is less than root 5. So a square minus 4 is less than 5, a is less than 9, implies a belongs to minus 3 comma 3. Sorry, a square is less than 9, which implies a belongs to minus 3 comma 3. So the final answer for this question is a belongs to minus 3 comma 3. So the answer is minus 3 comma 3. So next question, the quadratic equation x square minus 6x plus a is equal to 0 and x square minus cx plus 6 is equal to 0 have one root in common. Then the other roots of the quadratic equation are the integers in the ratio 4:3. Then the common root is, so the quadratic equation is x square minus 6x plus a is equal to 0, x square minus cx plus 6 is equal to 0. First root common is alpha, second root is 4 beta, 3 beta. So sum of the roots is alpha plus 4 beta is equal to 6, alpha plus 3 beta is equal to c. 4 alpha beta is equal to a, 3 alpha beta is equal to 6. So alpha beta value is equal to 2, implies a value is equal to 8. So if you further simplify, what we'll see what we'll get. What we should find the value of the common root, which is alpha. So if you substitute alpha, what will be alpha square minus 6 alpha plus 8 is equal to 0, which must be equal to alpha square minus 6 alpha plus 8 must be equal to alpha square minus c alpha plus 6. So alpha square gets cancelled. So what is remaining, c into alpha minus 6 is equal to minus 2. So this is a quadratic equation, c and alpha. So if you find a c and alpha quadratic equation, another equation, you can solve this. C alpha is equal to minus 2 plus 6c, So if you solve this first, second and third, this first and second equations, this first equation and second equation, alpha plus 4 beta is equal to 6, alpha plus 3 beta is equal to c. So multiply by 3, 3 alpha plus 12 beta is equal to 18, 4 alpha plus 12 beta is equal to 4c. So if you subtract these both, what you'll get, alpha is equal to 4c minus 18. So substitute that 4c minus 18 here in place of alpha, then you'll get, or substitute c is equal to 18 plus 4, alpha by 4, then you'll get alpha value is equal to 2. So the common root for this equation is alpha is equal to 2. So moving on to the next question, the real number x when added to its inverse gives a minimum value for the sum at x is equal to, options are minus 2, minus 1, minus 2, 2, 1 comma minus 1. So what they give, x plus 1 by x, which is, if you consider this to be f of x, previously we did a sum which is, if f dash of x is equal to 0 and then f double dash of x is greater than 0, then it is minimum point. F double dash of x is less than 0, then it is maximum point. So what you should do, first you should do f dash of x. F dash of x is 1 minus 1 by x, 1 minus 1 by x square, which implies x square is equal to 1, implies x is equal to plus or minus 1. If you substitute f of 1, f double dash of 1, which is minus 2 by x cube, if you substitute x is equal to 1 there, what you will get, minus 2. F double dash of 1 is minus 2. So at minus 1 you will get a maximum point, correct? Sorry, minimum point, right? F double dash of minus 1 is minus 2 by minus 1, which you will get 2. So at this point you will get minimum point. So the answer for this question is minus 1. So the final answer for this question is 1. So in a triangle PQR, angle R is equal to pi by 2, tan p by 2 and tan q by 2 are the roots of the equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Then a is not equal to 0. Then options are a is equal to b plus c, c is equal to a plus b, b is equal to c, b is equal to a plus c. So if angle R is equal to 90, then we know that p plus q must be equal to 90, correct? So p by 2 plus q by 2 must be equal to 45. So substitute that here. Tan p by 2 plus tan q by 2, tan p by 2 plus tan q by 2 divided by 1 minus tan p by 2 tan q by 2, which will be equal to 1. So tan p by 2 plus tan q by 2 is minus b by a divided by 1 minus c by a is equal to 1. So what condition will get? Minus b by minus a minus c is equal to 1, correct? Minus b by, sorry, here also you will get 1 minus c by a, so a minus c. So minus b is equal to a minus c, so a plus b is equal to c. So the final answer for this question is c is equal to a plus b. So moving on to the next question. If x is real, the maximum value of 3x square plus 9x plus 17 divided by 3x square plus 9x plus 7. The options are 1 by 4, 41, 1, 17 by 7. So for any question of this kind, what you should do is first initially assume that whole equation to be y. So 3x square plus 9x plus 17 divided by 3x square plus 9x plus 7. Now what you should do, cross multiply 3x square y plus 9x into y plus 7y is equal to 3x square plus 9x plus 17. So now rearrange this in the form of quadratic equation in the form of x y. So what you will get, 3x square into y minus 1 plus 9x into y minus 1 plus 7y minus 17 is equal to 0. So what they give, x is real, implies b square minus 4ac value must be greater than or equal to 0. So substitute that 81 into y minus 1 whole square minus 4 into 3 into y minus 1 into 7y minus 17 is greater than or equal to 0. So y minus 1 into, if you simplify this, y minus 1 into y minus 41 is less than or equal to 0, implies y is in between 1 and 41. So the maximum value for this question is 41. So the final answer for this question is 41. So for every natural number n greater than or equal to 2, 1 by root 1 plus 1 by root 2 is plus and so on plus 1 by root n is greater than root n. Statement 2, for every natural number n greater than or equal to 2, root of n into n plus 1 is less than n plus 1. So the final statements options are, statement 1 is false, statement 2 is true, statement 1 is true, statement 2 is true, both a and b are correct, and statement 2 is correct explanation of 1. 1 is true, 2 is true but not correct explanation. Final option is 1 is true, 2 is false. So what you will do in this sum, first what you should take the second condition. Let us first check the second condition. So what is that? Root of n into n plus 1 is less than n plus 1. So substitute n 2. Root of 2 into 2 plus 1 is 6 is less than 2 plus 1 is 3. Root 6 value is less than 3, right? Because root 9 value is 3 but root 6 value is less than 3. So second condition is satisfying. Now if you take first condition, what they give, n is greater than 2. So if for any value n greater than 2, that condition will be satisfied, because first see, root 2 is less than root 3, right? Sorry, root 2 is less than root 3. Then 1 by root 3 will be less than 1 by root 2, correct? If we go on like this, what you will get, 1 by root 1 is always greater than 1 by root n, correct? If the value is more than so. So if you check this value, whole value must be always greater than root n. This statement is self-satisfied by this statement, see in this statement what happened, root value of something is less than the normal value, means normal value. So this value, this statement defines the statement. So statement 1 and statement 2 are correct, and statement 2 is correct explanation of statement 1. So the final answer for this question is this. So if the roots of the quadratic equation bx square plus cx plus a be imaginary, then for all real values of x, the expression 3b square x square plus 6bcx plus 2c square is, options are less than 4ab, greater than minus 4ab, less than minus 4ab, greater than 4ab. So what you will do, first this question, c square minus 4ab is less than 0 because they give imaginary. So then what you should get, 3b square x square for all real values implies b. For this equation you should write b square minus 4ac must be greater than 0. So 36b square c square minus 12b square into 2c square minus 5 is greater than or equal to 0. If you take common, 12b square into 3c square minus 2c square plus y greater than 0. So what you will get, c square, in this case c square minus 4ab is, c square is less than 4ab, minus c square is greater than minus 4ab. Here what you have, 12b square into 3c square minus 2c square plus y is greater than or equal to 0. So if you consider this, you have this part will be in between minus c square and minus 4ab. So if you consider this part, as we did in previous videos and all, y square will be greater than minus c square, and which will be greater than 4ab. So y value will be greater than minus 4ab. So the final answer for this question is minus 4ab, greater than minus 4ab. So this is a complex number problem. We'll see how to do this sum. If mod of z minus 4 by z is equal to 2, then the maximum value of mod z is equal to, options are root 5 plus 1, 2 plus root 2, root 3 plus 1. So we know that in a condition is mod of x plus y is always less than or equal to mod x plus mod y. So if you substitute that here, mod z minus 4 for mod 4 by z plus mod z can be written as mod z minus 4 by z plus 4 by z, right? Implies which is less than or equal to mod of z plus 4 by z, z minus 4 by z plus 4 by z. So mod z value is less than or equal to this value we know, which is to be 2. So 2 plus 4 by mod z. So z square mod z square minus 2z, 2 mod z minus 4 is less than or equal to 0, which implies mod z is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac. 2 plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac is 4 into b square minus 4 minus 1 into 4 into 1 into minus 4, 16 divided by 2 minus 16, which is 2 plus or minus root 20 divided by 2. So if you solve this, what you will get, z value will be in between minus root 5 plus 1 and minus root 5 plus 1. So the final answer for the question is, they asked z, if you assume z maximum, mod z is maximum value of z, which will be root 5 plus 1. So the final answer for this question is root 5 plus 1. So moving on to the next question. Given if alpha and beta are the roots of the quadratic equation x square minus x plus 1 is equal to 0, then alpha power 2009 and beta power 2009 is equal to. So options are minus 1, 1, 2, minus 2. This is also a this, if you consider this x square minus x plus 1 is equal to 0, what are the roots you will get? Roots you will get is omega comma omega square, correct? If you see that, it will be like minus 1 plus or minus root 3 by 2, which is omega comma omega square. So if you consider omega power 2009 plus omega square power 2009, this is a direct a complex number problem which will be minus omega square and minus omega. So what you will get, we know that 1 plus omega square is equal to 0 implies 1 is equal to minus omega square. So the final answer for this question is 1. So alpha power 2009 plus beta power 2009 is 1. So the final answer is 1. So with this we complete our third video for this quadratic equations. We will get back to you with the fourth video. Thank you.